If you constantly find yourself daydreaming about luxurious houses, massive estate compounds, all expenses paid vacations, and a six-figure salary, maybe it's time to change careers and become a billionaire's personal chef. Being in charge of the meals of some of the most powerful and iconic figures in the world comes with a lot of duties. Making sure that their meals taste no less than what royalty eats, getting up early to ensure your boss eats on time, and of course, cleaning the massive kitchen and doing everything on repeat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert, despite having to tend to your boss's cravings at any time of the day. The perks of being a billionaire's personal chef definitely balances out the hardships. This is LuxScope. In this video, we will be taking a look at what it's like to be a personal chef to the wealthiest people alive. Before we jump into this satiating video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave us a like, and hit that notification bell for consistent updates on our luxurious content. Now ready your taste buds and let's head right into the most delicious journey of your life. Yacht rides, flying in private jets, gift cards, and a salary of thousands of dollars are only some of the perks that being a personal chef has to offer. But working in a Michelin star restaurant is not as easy as you think. After all, people often look at chefs as someone who just prepares food. Well, if preparing food for an important person can earn you $65,000 to $100,000 a month, then sign me up. There is a distinct difference between being a chef and being a personal chef, which is a thin line between serving a restaurant full of people for a reasonable amount of money and working for one person for a huge amount of cash, plus the perks that come with it. In this case, many people would choose doing less for more money. Did you know that chefs who previously worked at restaurants are absolutely qualified in the world of private cooking? Not only can they utilize the skills they've learned in the restaurant industry, but private cooking can earn them over $120,000 a year. Of course, rich people can be quite generous from time to time and give extra compensation, but it varies according to factors such as the amount of meals made per day, the number of people they're cooking for, and the meals made for every special occasion. Not only do personal chefs get huge amounts of money for their salary, but they also get to experience a luxurious life. Being a personal chef means being by your boss's side at all times, making sure they get their cravings satisfied. Once your boss likes what they taste, expect a tip that ranges over $100 per person. Sticking by your boss's side means you get to travel in the same places as they do, but most private chefs actually earn a minimum of 1 month all expenses paid vacation per year, along with a round-trip ticket to a destination of their choice. Though the incentives may seem extravagant and shiny, there must be a catch to it, right? Having to be in charge of a powerful person's meal takes years of training and a stamina able to keep up with their schedule. Exactly what kind of training do chefs go through? Let's take a look at the most famous culinary school in the United States, the Culinary Institute of America, located in Hyde Park, New York. Judging by the name itself, you can already expect finishing a degree here won't be cheap. Over $30,000 to $70,000 is needed to complete a degree in culinary arts, and finishing it at the Hyde Park Institute will definitely cost a lot more since it is the top school in the state. The Culinary Institute of America focuses on the most basic, yet most important skills needed when it comes to culinary arts, such as cooking techniques, picking the best ingredients, and dealing with rude customers like a pro. It's kind of like being on the set of Hell's Kitchen, except without all the yelling from Gordon Ramsay. However, being in a culinary institute is far different from being welcomed into a billionaire's private home. Aside from the actual degree in culinary arts, one must have experience in the private service industry, since one of the job requirements is high-quality customer service. Chefs who want to work in the comfort of their employer's home must also secure a few extra must-haves in their resumes, such as a first aid certificate, essential when working on yachts, planes, or private vehicles. Aspiring private chefs must also sign up for a $1,000 STCW 95 class, which is a 5-day safety course that covers firefighting, first aid, sea survival, and social responsibility at sea. Becoming a private chef also means being adaptive to traveling and having the capacity to adjust through different time zones, and having the energy of being on the go. Linguistic ability is also one requirement, as it is expected of a private chef to change languages and currencies as they follow their employer around the world. A vast knowledge of several languages also helps when trying to gather ingredients from different parts of the world. Most importantly, big bosses look for chefs that have charisma, are a people person, are very patient, and are able to handle rude guests in a classy manner. Respecting your boss's personal space and privacy is also one vital requirement in becoming a personal cook, along with other big responsibilities. If trusted by their employers, private chefs are also tasked to choose the daily menus and are completely in charge of their boss's diet. Despite the big duties personal chefs have, it's definitely much better than having to deal with demanding customers who want their food cut, cooked, and plated in a specific manner. Aside from cooking and making sure the food tastes exquisite, another responsibility of a great private chef is taking inventory, making meal preps, receiving orders, grocery shopping, and inspecting the quality of ingredients. Since your boss is a multi-billionaire, you have to have a keen eye in intensifying which of the ingredients are good to go, all while preparing everything in a timely manner. Don't forget special occasions where personal chefs have to work double time in making a buffet-style meals for guests and other employees as well. Personal chefs also have to make sure that all the ingredients and recipes are ready for next day's meals. Weather is an important factor when creating meals too. The chef has to consider the environment and whether the food is going to be eaten inside or outside the establishment. A lot of personal chefs also have to deal with being homesick. With traveling and living in their employer's home being some of the main requirements, these personal cooks have to be emotionally strong and withstand not seeing their families for a very long time. Thankfully, not all existing personal chefs go through this kind of setup. Some personal chefs are hired only specifically for yacht trips, which means they would only have to travel and be away from their family for 2 to 48 hours. And the meals usually consist of the general structure, a 3-course meal served by the butler and his staff. Beef Wellington, caviar, Wagyu beef, prosciutto, and truffles are most definitely essentials when talking about wealthy people's favorite dishes, and some customers will go to an extent of sending their personal chef to a private course to show them how to make their favorite kind of pastry. Most of the esteemed favorite dishes include creme brulee, fresh seafood, fresh fruit, and sushi. Other meals are harder to perfect because it takes a different kind of specialization, especially when trying to match the employees' taste buds. Personal chefs also have to get used to only using the finest and most expensive ingredients that only the richest of the rich can afford. How expensive? Say around $1,500 for 5 pounds of Kobe beef, $1,000 per pound of black ivory coffee, $6,000 per piece of a black watermelon, and the most expensive Yubari King melon at $12,000. A popular essential ingredient to wealthy people's meals are white truffles, and those have a price tag of about $4,320 per pound. Not to mention caviar that can cost a whopping $25,000 for a 2-pound tin. I had no idea food could cost this much. These prices are just one of the extravagant things that personal chefs see in their daily work life, and it comes with crazy requests from their billionaire bosses. A testimony from Chef Michael Hardwood, when interviewed by GQ, said that he once had to get off his employer's super yacht to go on land with a machete to look for fresh pineapples in Tahiti. Some clients also request for food in the middle of the night and expect the cooks to be at their service right away. Still thinking about cooking food for billionaires is easy? Well, with all the compensation and perks that come with it, I'm sure all aspiring private chefs all over the world are willing to look past the crazy requests and demanding nature that comes with a job. There you have it. That was just a glimpse inside the life of a private chef to some of the wealthiest, rich, and famous around the world. If you were to have a personal chef, which meal would you have them cook right away? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and we hope you enjoyed another one of our videos. Don't forget to leave a like and hit that notification bell to be a part of our community, and We'll see you next time.